Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces for the month of April 2020. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon and your rising sign. Your messages could be there. If not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. So this time around, I am doing something a little different. It is called blind spot. So I'm going to, if this is resonating with you, um, I encourage you to listen to the end, and I'm going to point out your blind spot with regards to this situation. Okay? So let's begin. We see that there was a dispute, a separation, parting of the ways, um, in a commitment. You could be wondering if there's going to be a new beginning or not. With regards to that, you will be getting an answer, okay? Um, Fairly soon. It's for some of you, it could be a partner who cheated or was deceptuous in some way. For others, this will be somebody perhaps you were dating, found out they were married, or you knew they were married but thought they would leave. Either way, there was deception. Okay? Maybe they promised you that they were going to leave, um, but never really had that intention to do so. For others, like I said, it's deception in a long-term commitment. So you feel you've been tricked, deceived. You may feel, um, or you may have that victim mentality. Your card has appeared here. Card of Pisces. With regards to having been deceived, uh, with regards to a wish that you had, um, you're feeling like a victim. You're feeling, and you're very, very sensitive to what happened here, to this deception. Um, I feel that, excuse me, it's very early morning. I keep losing my voice here. All right. Um, I feel that whoever caused the deception most likely has come back around, um, maybe with an apology, um, maybe wanting um, a new start or a restart, um, uh, to call a truce, to bring peace back between you. Um, you may not quite be trusting this person, but you are tempted because we have the siren here. You're assessing this offer for this new beginning. You you have the unicorn here, and this could be not trusting. It could be a warning to be careful who you place your trust in. It can speak to backstabbing. This person that you thought was trustworthy, you have discovered it was a deception. And we have the mask here. I feel that you're not so ready to forgive so easily. We have the world, so um, something could be culminating. Um, Something may have ended, and there is an offer of a reconciliation or a new beginning here. We're dealing with the devil energy here, a false start to something or an ending of a relationship, but you still feel very drawn to this person. You're on this time apart, but you want to come out of it. You may have looked at other options, but you don't really want them. You want this person. But like I said, for some of you, this person could already be in a commitment. We have the Five of Coins here, along with the Devil. So you're analyzing this situation, assessing it. You could be waiting to hear from this person or waiting on news, waiting to see if they will come around, perhaps. Um, they may have emotionally distanced themselves for a time, but if this is the case, they will come back around with another offer or wanting to reconcile with you. It shows over here somebody who who's in a relationship but looks outside of the relationship with Vanity Fair here. Um, this situation has left it's left you feeling very bitter and resentful, and your guard is up. Um, and you're struggling as to whether you want to let this person back in. I feel you may have shut them out in the cold when you discovered the deception. But now they come in with a new plan, and that or telling you a new story, wanting to now cooperate. They've come up with a new plan. It's here, but it has not yet taken root because you're guarded with regards to the plan. The more I look at these cards, the more I feel like this was some type of affair that took place. And you're very tempted by this offer. You most likely are in love with this person. And you fell very easily into the illusion. This is somebody who is unhappy with their reality and they're dreaming of so much more. They're fantasizing. But you have this card of affliction. So this is telling me that there's something you're not learning or that you're not seeing with regards to this situation, because you clearly see that you are tempted here by this new plan. Even though this person has hurt you, we see over here again, this is the person you want. But you don't want to um, be second in their affections or settle for second best. You want the whole package. And maybe they come back promising you that. But you've been burned. because there's something that they will tell you that will make it very tempting for you. And of course, if you love this person, um, that's already motivating you. Yeah, so this is about, it can be about a truce. So you're tempted to accept that truce. So let's have a look at your sigil, and hopefully this will help you navigate your way through these energies. The sigil that you have drawn is the one that speaks to running away from emotion. If you've drawn this sigil, you are currently running away from emotion. What you do not see is that an important personal truth is underneath the emotion you are trying to run away from. Chances are that as a child, you were not allowed to have certain emotions or to see them as valid. They weren't tolerated or treated as if they exist. This means that every time you feel a negative emotion, you're going to respond to it the way you've been conditioned to respond to it. You are going to deny, reject, and disown it. You are going to try to deny it away and shut it up because you believe it shouldn't exist. You are also going to do the same thing to other people's emotions, because when other people feel certain emotions, it causes you to feel certain emotions. If we reject our own emotions, this means we don't want anyone else to feel what we refuse to feel. And we don't want their emotions to make us feel a way we don't want to. You need to get into the practice of doing the exact opposite. Turn towards your emotions instead of away from them. You see, no one overreacts, including you. There has never been a person who has ever overreacted. People react exactly in accordance with the reality that they alone perceive. And um, our, pers- our perspective and realities are not the same. For example, there is a perception that a person who is dramatic or who is a drama queen is either overreacting or is acting for the sake of attention, much like a performer on stage. If this is the case, and they are overreacting for the sake of attention, they are in a state of extreme conflict because deep down they feel desperate for attention. Unseen, unheard, and unloved is how that person feels. Deep down, they distrust and dislike themselves and have no inner peace. And so they are screaming for other people to save them from themselves. So the question must be asked, are they really overreacting if they are playing out their desperation to be saved from themselves and to be seen and heard? When it applies to the human emotional experience, there's no such thing as drama. Your emotions are the perfect reflection of a perspective that you hold, regardless of whether or not that perspective is a reflection of truth. There is always a very real reason why you feel those emotions. Emotions function like a compass, pointing you through your life. If your compass were not messed around with, you would not fall out of touch with your own North Star, your guiding light. You would not see your emotions as wrong, and therefore you would not see every emotion as valid and happening for an important reason. You would listen carefully to the personal truth being conveyed in every emotion, and you would therefore follow what feels good with awareness, the same way you would follow a compass due north. You would know that if you felt bad, it means that you are heading in the wrong direction for you personally with your thoughts and words and actions. You cannot run away from emotions without ignoring your compass. So, if you've drawn this sigil, you need to learn to feel your emotion. Choose with your free will to be present with the emotion you feel. Every emotion is valid. Sit with each emotion and listen to the personal truth it is trying to convey to you. What makes an emotion unbearable is resisting it. If you do that, you intensify the emotion beyond what you can tolerate. You need to acknowledge and learn to express the truth underneath these emotions, or else you will continue to feel toxic. That is what I have for you, Pisces. I thank you for watching, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. Many blessings to all of you.